The Ghost of Room 106. In 2021, in one of Berlin's oldest hospitals, St. Anna Clinic, strange events began to occur. Nurses reported knocking sounds in empty rooms, patients claimed to see shadows moving in the corridors, and security cameras occasionally captured movement where there was no one. But all these small incidents were nothing compared to what happened to a young doctor named Thomas Richter. The beginning of the nightmare. Thomas had recently started working at the hospital. He was assigned night shifts in the old wing, where patients in critical condition were treated. One of the rooms there was room 106. Among the staff, rumors circulated about a woman named Helga Meyer, who had died in that room a few years earlier. She had been alone, with no family, and when her condition worsened, no one came to help her in time. It was said that before she died, she had called for the nurses, but no one answered. Since her death, many patients who stayed in room 106 reported whispering at night, a freezing cold, and the feeling of someone else being there. But Thomas didn't believe in ghosts. Until that night. A call from an empty room. It was 2:57 a.m. Thomas was sitting in the staff lounge when the internal hospital phone rang. Room 106. Help me. The voice was hoarse, as if the person could barely breathe. Thomas frowned. Room 106 had been empty for a week since the last patient was moved to another ward. Still, he decided to check. Walking through the dark and silent corridor, he reached room 106. The door was slightly open. He peeked inside. The room was empty, but on the bed, the mattress had a fresh indentation, as if someone had just been sitting there. A shiver ran down his spine. Thomas turned on the light. A loud creak echoed through the room. He turned toward the window. On the fogged-up glass, letters started to appear, as if someone was writing from the inside. You were too late. She's still here. At that moment, all the medical monitors turned on simultaneously. The heart rate monitor, which wasn't connected to anyone, began beeping as if detecting a presence. The air in the room became freezing cold. Then a soft whisper came from behind him. Doctor, why didn't you come? Thomas's heart pounded in terror. He turned around. A woman stood in front of him, disheveled gray hair, deathly pale skin, and dark, hollow eyes. She slowly tilted her head. I called for you, but you never came. Thomas stumbled backward, barely keeping his balance. The woman stretched out her thin, cold hand toward him. He lunged for the door, but it slammed shut in his face. Behind him, he heard a chilling whisper, Now, you'll stay with me. The disappearance. The next day, Thomas was nowhere to be found, not at the hospital, not at home. But when security checked the surveillance footage, they saw him enter room 106 and never leave. The door never opened again. Since then, every night at 2:57 a.m., the hospital's internal phone rings from room 106. And on the fogged-up window, new messages appear every night. The last one read, He is already with us.